Good morning and welcome to Luton Airport. It's even earlier than the last time I spoke to you from Luton Airport, and we're off to sunny Barcelona. And welcome to Barcelona. We made it. Just at the end of the setup day here. Great opportunity to have a look at all the cars in detail. Some beautiful stuff here. Loads and loads of historic F1 cars, so we'll try and look at those in a little bit more detail later on. Got acquainted with the Lotus Elan that I'll be driving this weekend and fit in there nicely. Met the team that are going to be running me as well, obviously with Andy Wolf, but some different personnel for this weekend that I met from the last time I was here in Barcelona. So yeah, it's just a bit of a chill day really. Yeah, shot a load of the cars, sorted out a few bits of prep for the weekend racing wise for myself and Graham, and I think all that's left to do now, since it's such a beautiful day, is to run the circuit on this beautiful evening and then head back to the hotel. So we'll come back tomorrow when the on-track action starts, and I hope the day is going to be a hell of a lot louder. So we'll catch up then. to drive. It's just so light and nimble that you can literally do what you want with it effectively. I think I'm about to be booted out of race control. We'll see what's next. And I just love the fact you can slide the car and get away with it. I wasn't momentarily booted out, but yeah, as I said, Graham's working, driving really well. Box is doing his job as well, making the most out of that, both in the Chevron and in the Elan. Oh yeah, I must add, Graham is double dutying in the Chevron and the Elan. So he's a busy driver, but coping with it all very well. So looking good for qualifying tomorrow. So we'll see what's the show you around the Elan. 600 kilo car, all glass fibre bodywork, which also makes it very light. Backbone chassis. Jump in, obviously roll cage strengthened for racing itself. We even still have the wooden dash in here. 4-speed gearbox, don't need much more than that from the 190 horsepower Lotus twin cam engine. This is for us so we can time the races, time our pit stops, etc. Rev gauge here, speed gauge, that doesn't work, water temperature. Got the Racer Logic OLED dash here, running a V-Box light in this car. Got the brake bias down here as well, to obviously switch the ratios front to back. And yeah, so it's very simple in here. Mirrors are absolutely tiny and absolutely token. There's you can't really see too much out of that, but it's such a sort of open car that you can look around and see pretty much everything you need to see. So yeah, nice and cosy in here. Relatively cool as well, actually. Quite good ventilation. As this car will run things like the Spa 6 Hour, it will be it needs to be well ventilated, etc. We've got all the lights, we've got the flashes, etc. on the car, so when it does night driving as well, we can use it for that. So yeah, that's the inside of the car. Good morning from race day at Circuit de Catalunya. Apologies for the questionable choice of Spanish media that's going on in the background. That is pounding around the circuit at 10 to 9 in the morning. So I'm not sure what's more anti-social, this music or 21 DFV 80s Formula 1 cars going around the circuit. But either way, we're all set. Qualifying for us starts at 9:30. Graham's going to go out first, then I'm going to go out. So we hit the track, got some new tyres, new pads. So yeah, let's see what time we can do and where we can finish up in the session. So let's hit it. So I've come to the top of the garage to try and get away from the noise from the F1s that are out at the moment. Not really well. Just a quick update on the day. I managed to pole the Lotus Elan, which I'm really pleased about. P5 overall, so that puts us in a really good position for the race, out of the way of all the trouble. When Graham starts, nice to get some clear laps out on the Barcelona track. Very busy yesterday in practice. So yeah, really pleased to lay down a good time like that. So yeah, now it's Graham's got a couple of other races in the Elan, in which I'll be watching out for, and then we're back right at the end of the day. So we'll bring you an update close to the beginning of the race. Elan is on the grid. As you can see, out-qualified some pretty awesome kit, so I'm very chuffed with that, I must admit. Nice and close to the front, there's the other Andy Wolf Cobra, ready for the race. So Graham's set to start, there's the whistle, going to clear the grid, so let's do this. So, good start to the race. Graham did drop back initially on the first lap to sort of fourth in class, now back up to second in class. A little bit of a race of attrition already. Some of the cars ahead of us, not necessarily in our class, but for the overall positions. Dropped out as well, which means we are up to, I think, P8 in class at the moment. Graham's turning some good, consistent lap times. We're still only half hour in, so another hour if you want to jump out on track. So yeah, see how it goes. Quick update from the pit wall. We are back up to P1 now. Unfortunately, the 69 Elan has stopped out the circuit, which is a shame. Looking forward to racing them later on in the race. However, Graham's still being super consistent, so really pleased with him for that. Still probably about half hour before me now, so looking forward to getting going. Taste of success, how's it taste?
Very good. Oh, we're on field?
Yeah, of course. Oh. You're on the vlog now. See you in a bit. So there we go. End of 3 hours. P3 in the GTs, P4 overall. Can't complain at that at all. Fantastic first stint by Graham. Took over, gave me P1, and I took over in P1 and held her there to the flag. It wasn't without its dramas though. Had a low oil pressure light through some corners whilst we were out on circuit, which meant that we were sort of low on oil. So had to pit. The boys, Andy Wolf Engineering, topped up the oil ASAP, and we managed to get straight back out again, retain the lead, and then it was just a case of nursing her home. So just come off the podium, we're just about to jump onto the next podium. I believe it's the Masters podium. I'm all new to this jazz, so we'll catch up in a sec. Thank you very much, sir. Be on board. Well done. Mate, it's great fun. Great fun. Pleasure. Good job. Race winning problems, having to carry all your trophies back. Just finished up at the Masters tent, just had our second trophy presentation, and yeah, two first in class trophies. Absolutely over the moon. It was a great race. The Elan is an absolute giant killer. I thought we'd just be competing for the class win. However, with the pace and the fact that the Elan is so light, looks after its tyres, doesn't use any fuel, etc., we were challenging the big Cobras, the E-types and the GT40s for the overall victory when I joined the race. So yeah, absolutely mega. Shame about the engine issue, the oil issue, but we made it to the end, and we've done all the hard work in the first half of the race to win the class. So I think this should be a very, very good start to the year. So next stop is Brands Hatch, which I can't make unfortunately, as it clashes with British GT in the Elan, so it should be out soon. But now it is time to go and do the Masters end of year party. So we'll catch up with you at Alton Park next week for the beginning of British GT. Ciao, ciao.